Hi there, this is Lindsay Drangeid. I am a member of Team 2 in Group 1, and we were assigned the chapter on Costa Rica in Blue Zones of Happiness. And here is our presentation. It's worthwhile to explore very briefly the history of this country, especially since um, the time when other countries were being colonized by Spain. Like other countries, Costa Rica was explored and visited by Christopher Columbus. But unlike other countries, Costa Rica has experienced a different history. A small native population meant few workers were available to exploit and force into work on profitable plantations. Since there was no money to be made, Spain was largely indifferent to the country. This meant that Costa Rica was allowed to progress relatively free of interference. A more egalitarian society arose, largely absent of classism, with poverty requiring almost all citizens to work the land. The early 1800s marked a movement away from outside rule, and in a span of less than 30 years, Costa Rica progressed away from Spanish rule, eventually being recognized as a sovereign nation by its former ruler. Costa Rica seems to have what some call the Latin X factor. This includes a solid foundation of Costa Rica's social system. The system provides universal health care, which came about in the 1940s, taking care of people's needs. That promotes safety. It is an environment where people can actually learn a living. In 1869, Costa Rica prioritized education, and primary school was made mandatory for every child, including girls. This outcome led to the lowest illiteracy rates in Latin America countries. Also during this time, Costa Rica invested in clean water for rural areas, negating diarrhea and fatal diseases for children. Policies protect and give LGBTQ rights. In the 1940s, Social Security was established. Year-round spring-like weather leads to fine coffee from the land, along with fresh peppers, onions, beets, plantains, and papayas. Consider Jose Maria Figueres, who led Costa Rica's government from 1994 to 98. 20 years later, he was still a popular figure. When asked about what was Costa Rica's formula, he said that it was egalitarian society by the means of social behavior. Regardless of economic or political standing, people acknowledge each other as equals, which tears down barriers. No past of trauma from colonial rule has carried into new generations, which produces peaceful coexistence. Investing in education leads to good social manners. The army has been abolished, which has led to a strong democracy. Bailey noted a few things that he ended up thinking about after reading this chapter. One was how one defines happiness. Does reading this chapter alter somebody's thinking? Sure seems like Costa Rica is an ideal environment. And there seems to be the suspension of desire for simply being content. So, Tico is an affectionate term that Costa Ricans have given themselves for citizens of Puerto Rico. Some tips to live like a Tico mean that you're learning some tips to live cheerfully. So what is your plan de vida? We offer you 9 tips to live like a Tico. Living like a Tico means embracing the culture and lifestyle of Costa Rica, where life moves at a slower pace and nature, family, and community take center stage. Here are 9 tips to help you experience life like a local. Pura Vida is more than just a phrase, it's a way of life in Costa Rica. It means pure life and reflects a positive, carefree attitude. Use this phrase often, not just as a greeting, but as a reminder to enjoy life's simple pleasures and focus on the good, no matter the circumstances. Dive into the local flavors by eating like a Tico. Enjoy traditional dishes like gallo pinto, rice and beans, casado, a hearty plate with rice, beans, plantains, salad, and meat, and ceviche. Support local sodas, small family-owned restaurants for authentic dining experiences. Ticos place great importance on family and community connections. Make time for your loved ones, participate in community events, and be friendly with your neighbors. Family isn't just a priority, it's the heart of everyday life. Costa Rican life moves at a slower pace, emphasizing quality time and mindfulness. Resist the urge to rush, and instead take time to enjoy your surroundings. Appreciate the moment and connect with others without the distractions of a hectic lifestyle. Costa Rica's stunning natural environment is central to the Tico lifestyle. Spend time outdoors, whether it's hiking, surfing, bird watching, or simply enjoying the beach. Embrace sustainable practices to protect the environment, like recycling and conserving water. Ticos are known for their friendliness and hospitality. Make an effort to greet people warmly with a smile, a handshake, or even a hug. Don't be surprised if strangers strike up conversations. Engage with them and enjoy the sense of community. Physical activity is a natural part of the Tico lifestyle, whether it's walking to the market, swimming in the ocean, or playing soccer. Staying active helps you feel connected to the community and keeps you healthy. Although many Ticos speak English, learning basic Spanish will enhance your experience and help you connect more deeply with locals. Don't be afraid to practice, make mistakes, and engage in cultural traditions like fiestas, music, and dance. And finally, Ticos are known for their optimism and relaxed approach to life's challenges. Cultivate a positive outlook, let go of unnecessary stress, and appreciate the beauty of the present moment. This mindset shift can help you live a happier, more fulfilling life. By embracing these tips, you can live more like a Tico, enjoying the rich culture, stunning landscapes, and warm, welcoming spirit that define Costa Rica. Natasha notes that living like a Tico for her is to live in joy and bliss with your family and friends, to eat natural and healthy foods, and to take good care of your body and mind, and to have peace about your surroundings, and to enjoy life as it is. The thoughts I take away from this are, one, that I am curious what would happen if other countries nearby also didn't get the level of interference that Costa Rica did, and would they have turned out the same, or was Costa Rica just a really unique, happy accident? I also wonder if the U.S. would ever be able to shift away from its value system of the accumulation of wealth and status, and more towards living a content and balanced life, and what conditions would lead to a cultural shift like that in a country of almost 350 million people. I have a hard time seeing it happen, but wouldn't it be nice? Thanks for your time, and remember, a giving hand is never empty.